Dejounte, how has this injury been for you? It's not something you've had to deal with in your career.
I mean, first and foremost, it was tough. I appreciate the Pelicans leaving a lot of stuff private. During that, before the first game, my mom, she had a stroke. So it was tough to, leave and go deal with that. And then as she got better, to come back and, she wanted me to come play. As she got better, she wanted me to come play. So I came back the first game, and I think it was just God, like, nah, you need to stay with your mom. So it was a lot going on to it, man. A lot, the injury comes with the game. I was more concerned about my mother. That was my priority because I know how much I work, how much I take care of my body. So I wasn't really worried about, myself as far as recovering and all those different things. But, it's been a long 4 or 5 weeks. I'm excited. My mom's great. I'm healthy. I'm ready to go. Ready to, help this team compete, at a high level every single night. So, that's really that.
How did you kind of juggle all that mentally? I mean, that's a lot to.
I've been through so much, man. I'm numb to a lot. I understand my position. I believe in God. So, over time, as I mature, grow up, I like I said, I believe in God. So, things happen for a reason. And, I pretty much take care of my mental, being around my family, my kids, so that's important. And like this, doing what I love to do, that was the tough part. Obviously, like I said, my mother, and then being away from basketball, it just was 2 lessons back and forth. But like I said, man, everything happens for a reason. I'm excited, and that's that.
What's that moment gonna be like tomorrow when you're introduced and hit the court again?
Now I'm ready to hoop. Play for my mother. She's gonna be watching. She's doing well, and then obviously play for the Pelicans. I'm ready to compete, bring that winning spirit. No excuses. I don't care who's down. I don't care how many games we lost. I just know every time I step on the floor, I feel like, we can win games. That's just my mentality, and I feel like it can help carry over to a lot of guys. And that's it, just go out and take it one game at a time. And, the most important thing is trying to get healthy, But at the end of the day, it's next man up in this league. I'm going to forever stand by that. If guys is out, that means there's guys that need to step up.
How tough is it not just dealing with your injury, but saying, like, damn near everybody else on the team got hurt back-to-back, right at the start of the season?
I mean, it's tough. It's things, you control what you can control. I think nobody in this organization, obviously players, don't want to be hurt sitting out games. So, handle your business, do your recovery, your rehab, whatever you got to do, and get back doing what you love to do. So, like I said, you control what you control. Nobody wants to be hurt. That's the most important. And, things happen. It's part of the sport, part of the game. So, it happens to a lot of people.
And now that y'all are getting healthier, what's the mentality got to be to get back into this thing and make it, competitive at the end?
One game at a time. We play the Toronto Raptors tomorrow. We can't focus on any game in the future. We got to focus on executing, which was today in practice. Tomorrow, shoot around, and then, 7 p.m., whatever time the game is, you get ready to go play and try to win a basketball game.
And did your injury happen on the three-point attempt or before that?
My boy Zach was in his feelings a lot, man. He thought it was because of him, so I had to let him know it wasn't. And even if it was that, I know, it wasn't his intention, but it was not that play. It was like the third quarter. I'm trying to remember. It was on a defensive play. And I just remember telling Herb, like, man, my hand's tingling, like I think it might be broke. And I finished the game out, and then obviously after the game, we go get an X-ray, MRI, and said it was that.
What did you take away from that game? I mean, obviously before the injury, it seemed like you guys played really well. I mean, you almost had a triple-double. I mean, what did you take away from just the positives of that game?
I mean, for me, honestly, I was really out there just trying to compete. You got to understand, I was dealing with a lot. I flew back to playing the game, knowing what was going on, back home. And my mentality was just come out and compete. I was just trying to win a basketball game, and that was that. Missing practices was tough. You want to be in a rhythm. You want to be in that game flow, game rhythm, game shape. So, the first game is the first game. There's a lot of good things, a lot of bad things, and that's part of the game. You grow, you develop, and you just try to get better each and every day.
What do you think about the job Alfred did last night?
Man, he's a NBA player. I mean, it speaks for itself. He works hard. Last night I just kept telling him I know it was 900 days, and I just know you could see it in his face and everything that, you know, how emotional he wanted to be, but he's a strong cat, man. So, you know, I salute him, I respect him. When I first came in the league, he was in the league. So, you know, I respect his game, respect his professionalism. He's a dog, and that was impressive. I told him about 10 different times, that was impressive.
Yeah, Coach talked about it with him and with you as well, kind of the point guard mentality, and you don't see that a lot with guys where, you know, it's more of a combo guard type of league. What do you think it kind of requires to kind of establish that and understand what it takes to be a point guard that's out there setting everybody up?
I mean, I think you got it or you don't got it, honestly. You know, I just know playing the game the right way, no matter what, win, lose, ups and downs, you play the game the right way, and you want to make your teammates better. You know, that's how I fell in love with the game. Seeing everybody else shine and knowing, you know, if I help their game, their life, you know, become easier, then it only makes my job easier. So I think that's just what it came to on the basketball side. And understand the game, you got to study the game, you got to know every position. It's just so much that come with being a point guard. And you know, I want to continue to grow at it, learn at it, and that's that.
Dejounte, watching how Elfrid's been able to step in and seamlessly be just a seamless fit, right, for the offense, do you feel like it's going to be that easy of a transition for you? Just, I know you've missed a lot of games, but you'll be able to step in and be with a bunch of guys that are going to be able to react to you out there.
I mean, I play the game the right way. I compete at a high level, so, you know, I ain't worried about nothing besides going to compete and do whatever Coach Willie and the rest of the staff need me to do, help my teammates' life be easier, and, you know, do what I got to do. That's it. And I think the most important thing is, you know, winning one game at a time.
What's it been like seeing where Yves was day one in training camp versus where he is now?
I mean, he's working, he's learning, he's trying to figure it out. And I think once he gets a real routine in this league, you know, on and off the floor, because off the floor is as important on the floor. So once he get in a routine, whether we're at home or on the road, and taking care of his body, knowing how to come in here and work, the sky's the limit. He's going to continue to grow and develop into, you know, a great player. So, you know, I see the way he listens, the way he works. You know, he's not smacking his lips. He's not acting like he know everything. He understands he's a rookie. He understands he got to pay his dues. So, you know, it's going to be great. I just hope he keep that mentality of wanting to be a sponge and learn things and work on his game like no other.
We've asked a lot about you as a point guard, but defensively, how can you help this team out right now?
Man, just a prideful thing, you know. I always took pride in playing defense from where I come from. You know, I was a young kid playing with my uncles and all their friends. They were way older, and to only get the ball is to play defense, get a stop. That was the only way. So, you know, it stuck with me throughout my career, obviously, you know, here now in the NBA. And it's just fun. You know, I get a kick out of getting a steal or a deflection or getting a stop and getting out and running. The best offense in basketball is transition basketball. So, you know, for, you know, somebody like myself, you know, I understand that you have to get a stop, which is on defense, to, you know, translate to a great offensive possession.